Alright, hello again. So I was reading this and I expected this to be either a neutral article or um a black man writing the article and saying, you know what, some of us brothers really need to step it up and realize that we aren't doing our part. Because lately I've been hearing some black guys just hearing how dissatisfied they are with black women. It's just, again, for me, it's who are you dating that you've been led to feel this way? For me personally, I can say for a fact that I'm none of these things on the list. Even number 10. I'm none of these things on the list. And yet, when some black men see me, they're automatically turned off because I'm a black woman. And they haven't even taken a chance to get to know me. Um, for those who feel that they need to date white women to make them happy, and not that they coincidentally happen to get with white women, that they need to specifically date white women. It's just that they feel that white women can provide them all they need, and they feel that and this is from a comment someone said that when black women see them, they're instantly jealous, and it's just like you assume that we were instantly jealous, you're assuming that um, we're these people that we aren't. You're assuming that we're loud and ghetto and we're gold digging and we're this and that. You're setting this double standard here. You're being entirely hypocritical. And again, this is to some men. I don't want all black men to take offense to this, because if you don't match this list and you don't feel this way, then this list is not for you. This is not my response to you. This is just the men who just feel that they have black women figured out. And so the guy goes on about how he shared the information with black women, and it was met with a negative response, and they put the blame on men rather than listening and evaluating the dynamics that have prevented them from obtaining and maintaining relationships with their black men. And they said that white women had low self-esteem, are easy to manipulate, and they're nasty and take abuse and will do anything to keep a black man. And I will agree that white women are considered trophies and a step up from black women, and that black women do have these negative stereotypes. And then they said black men are lazy and don't want to be held responsible or accountable for their children or for their families. I don't agree with that. Just to tell you, I don't agree with that. And white women make it easy for them to escape. Then he goes on to say that some were thankful for having heard the truth in these answers that came from men instead of being bittered and angry, and that this holds valid reasons for our singleness, and has nothing to do with race. And we're scared by neglect or oversight imparted by our counterparts. I agree. Not agree. I disagree with the second part completely about us. Well, no. These women were thankful to hear these answers and agreed with it. But I would have to say that reading this list, I would say some black women are this way. Some, but not all of us are. But the problem with this list is not that it exists, it's that it says black women. It's not saying that some black women or a few black women or a little bit, anything like that. It's not even saying that. It's saying black women in general, meaning all of us. And that's the problem. It's not giving a little bit of room for women who aren't that way. And you have someone who say, well, I don't take offense because it doesn't pertain to me. No, I take offense because it's generalizing all black women. And therefore, for a man who feels that way, immediately puts that opinion upon me. And maybe I shouldn't care, because if he feels that way, then I shouldn't date him. But I do. Because I extend the same courtesy to men. I will say some black men or a few black men or this black man and that. But I will never say all black men. And that's why I'm offended. But I just feel like this man is really trying to make it our fault for the reason why we're single. Me personally, the reason why I'm single is out of personal choice. Some may or may not agree with that, but it's the truth. I have guys who want to date me, but I choose not to date them for personal reasons. And I have my right to. I'm only 19. I don't have to rush to do anything. But it's just, even when these black women gave their reasons, whether they be valid or not, he didn't want to hear it because it didn't agree with the list. And since he agreed with the list, he's just like, these women just don't want to hear what us black men have to say. It's they're always doing this. No. At the same time, it's not just us not wanting to hear what you have to say. It's you not hearing what we have to say. And that's what I believe. I believe that black women and black men have poor communication skills. Not all of us, just some of us. But it just seems like more than that, because there's this dysfunction between us. Especially the black women who feel like men, or even the black women who feel like they have to go to black men. And for me personally, I don't feel like I'll ever be in this situation just because, and even if I were, I wouldn't be stuck in this because I don't just limit myself to black men. I'm not one of those people, I will only date black men. I can't date no other man. No. I don't care what race you are, I will date you. If we get along and you make me happy, I will date you. But I feel like that's why some black women are still single, is because they live in this mindset of, I can only date a black man. He's the only one that can make me happy. When some black men don't want to be with you or a woman like you. So how about you open yourself up to a man that do want to be with you, and he's just not black. And I know an aunt of mine, she told me that I don't think she ever considered dating a white man, but she happened to date one. And she was open to me, and she said that he just treated her. And not to say black men don't do this, so don't take offense, but he treated her so well and respectfully, and he loved her, different things like this. And she was going out with him one day, and this black guy, he was with a white girl, had his legs up all up on her, laying on her, and then he looked at her stank-eyed because she was with a white man. And it's just like, does anyone else see what's wrong with this picture? You can be with a white girl, but I can't be with a white guy. But back to this this opinion on this thing. But he was trying to say that all black men are justified in what they do, and that black women just don't understand that we put so much pressure on them, and we're this and that, and that it's not about race. It's just they just happen to be with white women, but it just seemed like they target white women. And again, it just seemed like an upgrade from black women. And it also seems like they want to be with white women, just because some black men have said on camera, I can't date a dark-skinned woman. She has to be light-skinned. So they say, well, they're still dating black women. No, they're trying to get as light-skinned as possible to say, yeah, I'm dating a black girl. But in their minds, she kind of resembles a white girl. Or they try to have the best of both worlds. It's something along that line. So it's not just, it's not black women entirely being paranoid. Because some of us do have valid reasons. Others can be irrational, but some of us do have valid reasons for feeling the way we feel. And I don't appreciate how some people are trying to trivialize our opinions on the matter by just saying we're jealous and we're not trying to understand and we're this and that. They're trying to villainize us when a few of us do have evidence. We can we can provide instances where we're just like, this guy really doesn't like black women, he wants to be with a white woman. I mean, I've heard guys say that went to my school. I see guys say that on camera, and it hasn't made me lose hope in black men, but it has opened my eyes that more black men are turning away from black women as days go by. But to those black men who do love black women or who love women in general, and they're not trying to target out any race, I appreciate you, and so do other black women and women in general. So I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying to your fellow black males who do that is that that's not cool. That's not right at all, and we don't appreciate that because we know they don't like to be criticized. Clearly, if they feel like they have to go to another race to be happy. But, so that's the end of this thing, whatever I'm doing. Stream of consciousness, as you want to say. So, that's all, and bye. Until my next video.